If you want to fly, give up everything which weights you down. That's a quote from Buddha, and I think it's quite right quote for this time right now. We all want to fly, we all want to be free. But we are doing exact opposite of that. Have you noticed that we are jumping from one panic to another? From being afraid of one thing to being afraid of another thing to another thing to another thing. Firstly, the virus, being afraid of the virus. Then being afraid of stucking home. Then we stuck home and we found another fear, 5G. What comes next? The cure for virus, which can be another dangerous thing, so we will be afraid of that. But what comes next? The huge awakening. Will we be afraid of huge awakening? But what comes next? It doesn't matter, people. Can't you see that we are constantly focusing on what we are afraid? Doesn't matter what is coming up. The only thing which can stop us is fear. And as long as we are afraid, we will not change anything. We can't make any big changes if we will constantly be afraid of something. But it's not your fault. Human mind works like that. Human mind is searching for things to think about, to be afraid about, because fear is a great field of informations. We can constantly dig into it. We can constantly searching for answers. So all those answers will bring new questions, and new questions will bring new answers. That's how our mind works. Our mind wants to work constantly, wants to do constantly something, think about something. Our mind works like that. It needs to think. So the simplest thing to think about is obviously something which we don't have no idea about. And we are always afraid of the things which we don't have no idea. The things which we don't know anything about it, we are afraid of it. Because more we know, less we are afraid. Less we know, more we are afraid. So ask yourself, are you afraid of the virus, or you are afraid because you don't know anything about the virus? Are you afraid of the 5G, or because you don't know anything about 5G? Yes, I know you read a lot of articles about how dangerous 5G is. And it is dangerous. We don't need it. We definitely don't need it. But will we change anything if we will be complaining? Will we change anything if we will be, just thinking, oh, it's so dangerous, we're all gonna die? We will not change anything by that. And I want to encourage you to become a change that you want to see. You need to become a change that you want to see. You want to see a healthy life, you want to see a healthy environment. Become a healthy human being. And what healthy human being is doing? A healthy human being is constantly watching what he's thinking. And a healthy human being is also having a mind control. Not controlling what you're thinking, but becoming aware of what you're thinking and then decide what you want to think more and what you want to think less. I will choose positive thinking. I am healthy, my environment is healthy. And what happens after that? I will start reacting on my positive on my positive thoughts. I will be reacting positively. I will add something to humanity. I will give something to others. And that's how we can spread this positivity. But not just that, it's just a small step. Also, we can spread happiness. But it's another small step. How can it help us to beat this 5G? We can ask ourselves how it can help us. But let me ask you one question. What you are afraid? Why you are so afraid of that 5G which is not even here yet? Oh, maybe it is. Military is using it for their own purposes. They are building 5G towers, which we actually don't know if it is real, because we don't know anything what is real and what is not real. You read it on the internet, but was it real? If you saw it in person, do you know that it is really a 5G tower? So I'm not talking what is real and what is not real. I'm talking about that we are worrying of the things which we don't really know if they are real or they are not real. But our brain always thinks that whatever we are thinking about, it is real. Our brain always believes the story of your mind. Your mind is not your brain. Your mind is a field around your body. But when you adapt certain thoughts, your brain starts to believing in them. So your brain believes in the story that you are thinking about. So even if you're afraid of something which is not even real, your body thinks you are in that fear. You are in the panic situation. So you will turn on all the stress responses. And our body is not used to work under stress. So it will start resisting. And when our body is resisting, we don't have enough energy to be healthy. We don't have enough energy to be happy, to walk around smiling. We don't have enough energy to think positively, to give something to others. Because we are constantly in lack of energy, because we are under stress, we are under fear. That is all proven by science. I'm talking from science now. I'm researching it all the time because I'm passionate about it. I want to give it this knowledge to you because we all should understand that our biggest enemy is not 5G, our biggest enemy is not virus, any kind of virus. It's not anything outside of us. Our biggest enemy is fear. And fear is just something which we need to overcome. And when we overcome it, we can see clearly solutions. We can see what we can do. We can see what we can add to your life, to our life. And then we will see, oh, something greater is going on. I can see that something greater is going on because I'm not afraid of anything what is happening right now. I don't care. I don't care what is going on. I care about you. That's why I'm giving you these informations. But I'm not afraid of what is going on. Because it doesn't matter. As long as we are not afraid, it doesn't matter. So let me tell you one thing. What really is happening right now? Why we are all in this panic situation? Why we are moving through all those moments, all those hard times? What is the big purpose behind it? Why we are moving through it? This is the greatest question we can ask ourselves, and I will give you the answer to that question. Why we are moving through all those different panics? In one of my previous videos, I was talking about that as long as we are jumping from one thing to another, to another, to another, as right now we are jumping from one panic to another panic to another panic. As long as we are jumping from one thing to another, we are learning and we are slowly moving forward to see the truth, to see the deep truth of our existence. Why we are here, why all those things are happening to us. And eventually what will happen because of that? Because globally we all, not just a few people, not just few spiritual people are experiencing fear and panic right now. Spiritual people are already awakened. They already know that it's nothing to be afraid of. But globally, all the people right now are moving through different fears, through different panic experiences. And eventually, because globally we are moving through it, eventually collective consciousness is changing. So many people are thinking same thoughts. So many people are experiencing same fears. So many people are asking same questions. That means that collective consciousness is changing because so many people are on the same vibrational frequency. Which means so many people are connected right now. I don't think that any time in history something like that happened. It was not possible because right now we have all this media, all this social media, the internet, where everyone can have the access to the informations. Doesn't matter if those informations are real or not, a lot of people have access to this information, so a lot of people can think about the same things, which means a lot of people are in the same vibrational frequency because of that. So where we are moving from that? Let's say the system works like that. The system wants to put every single body into the same direction. Right now we are here and you need to go there. If you will go out of that track, you will be in danger. And if you will go into other direction, you will be in danger again. So you need to move into one direction. That's how system works. But when a lot of people starts moving into different directions, one starts opening his own company, one starts thinking more about growing, self-growing, one starts reading more about spirituality, one starts learning more about how our body works, one starts learning more about sexual energy, one starts painting, one starts dancing. A lot of people start so many different things, which means so many people right now are walking out of that system. So the system is collapsing because it is experiencing an error. It can't work like that anymore. Something went out of the control. And what comes next after it? When something went out of the control, as we can see right now, this is happening. All the global collapses of big companies, economy, all those health institutions, and all those different things are collapsing. It is not the end of the world, and we all know that, but it is the end of current system. We are creating right now a new system. We are moving into a new dimension. We are shifting the energy, and that's a big change which is happening. That's a huge awakening which is happening. Because when a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are afraid, a lot of people are in panic. When all those people will notice that maybe this virus was not so dangerous, that maybe whatever is going on, maybe we have control over it. When a lot of people will notice one and the same thing, a lot of people will be awakened. And that's a huge awakening which is happening right now. We are all moving through it. Doesn't matter if you are afraid or if you are not afraid, we are all moving together. We are all in this together. We are all together in this planet Earth. We are all a big family here. Visitors on this awesome planet, which our previous system was destroying it. So obviously the nature took its own power to protect it. And also to protect us, because we were destroying us as well. With food, with technology, with all the negative things around us, material things which were affecting negatively on us. So we are learning, we are, like I said, we are growing together. And right now this huge awakening is a great chance to experience new life. So yes, a great awakening is happening right now and we are all moving through. We will all experience it. So it doesn't matter what really is happening in the background. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows what is true and what is not true, except what you believe that it is true. If you read something, don't believe that it's true, because you don't know. If somebody told you something, you can't believe it because you don't know that it's true. So you can always choose what you will believe in and what you will not believe in. And you will live based on that story which you believe in. That's the truth of life. Each belief is actually a concept on which we are living. And we are thinking based on that concept. We are acting based on that concept. And we are attracting based on that concept. So, if we can create our own beliefs, we will start acting based on our own beliefs, and we will start attracting based on our own beliefs. And that's how we can create our own system which will serve us. And we will be happy. And like I said in many times, the purpose here, when we make a big change, people will start asking, how did you do this? How can we do it? If you can do it, we can do it as well. People will start learning from you. So after you will make a change, you will become that change. And people will want to learn from you. That's why all those big changes are happening. So we can all help each other. We are here to grow, we are here to smile, we are here to be happy. We are here to have fun. But at the same time also to develop our own experience of consciousness. We are here as consciousness expressing itself through our bodies. We are here as consciousness expressing itself through our bodies. So this consciousness is learning about life. We are helping it as our bodies, but the ego in our body is many times resisting to believing that we are actually the consciousness. We are not the body, we are the consciousness. And how we can know that it is true every time we close our eyes? We can be wherever we want to be. We can imagine, right now I'm in Bali, chilling on the beach. And I will be there. But when I will open my eyes, I will be back aware of the space where I am, the time, the things around me. So when I close my eyes, I'm pure consciousness. If I'm able also to forget about my body, I can be everywhere. That's how consciousness is traveling. It can be everywhere all the time because it is not experiencing time. That's why it needs body. It needs a physical body. So we are consciousness expressed through us. Each of you, each of this physical body, look at your hands and say thanks to it. Look in the mirror and say thanks for being alive. Say thanks to your body for being able to touch, to smell, to talk, to experience this life. Not many people have the same possibilities, so whatever we have, we're supposed to be grateful for it. We should be grateful for it because it's a unique experience. So I'm grateful to all of you. I'm grateful for my own life, I'm grateful to you. I'm staying grateful every single day. So if somebody asks you, how are you, say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being alive. I'm sending you lots of blessings, my friends. Have another beautiful day and let it be a wonderful experience, a pure miracle. Each of you is a pure miracle. Thank you for being. Have a beautiful day again and see you soon. Don't forget to smile. Peace.